Hello, kings and queens. So we were checking in earlier already with the quantum oracle to check in how the divine feminine is feeling today towards herself and towards the divine masculine. And when I intuitively connected, I really got like this very joyous, hopeful energy overall. Yeah, and these were the cards that came out from this deck. We have letting go, joyous fun, and increase, right? So yeah, I really feel like right now the divine feminine is really at a point where she's just letting go of the outcome, right? Letting go of the pressure, letting go of like obsessing and overthinking, and just be like, you know what, source has me. Source is, everything is in divine timing, everything is a divine plan. If it's meant to be, it will be, and if not, it's going to be okay too, right? Like I do not have to just sit here and wait and be sad. Instead, I really want to focus on having fun, maybe with my children, or just starting new adventures, or even a new hobby, and or a lot of self-care I'm seeing, right? Like just yeah, spoiling herself and really letting go, just letting go of fear, and letting go of yeah, this pull that she has on the divine masculine, right? I feel like she's releasing that, like the dogs are pulling here. I feel like instead of holding on to that, she's opening her hands and just letting it go, right? So yeah, and some of you also might be really focusing on just this path to your own home, right? Making sure where you live is just how you want it to. Maybe you're even moving into a new house or a new apartment, and really just like I'm getting this sprucing things up, like almost like a spring renewal within the feminine, right? Like you are ready to just like almost quote unquote start a new life in a sense. And it's not like you're really starting a new life, but starting a life where you let go of the outcome, like I said, right? Like maybe before you were just like always kind of even hoping and praying that your masculine would come forward, but instead of doing that, you're just like, okay, he has to do himself, and while he's doing himself, I have to do myself, and I am just going to focus on myself, on my business, my home, my family, new hobbies, whatever, right? Okay, let's see what else we can find out with this beautiful tarot. Yeah, I'm getting this really hopeful, happy energy from the feminine. Okay, the divine feminine. What else can you find out about how you're doing today? How are you feeling towards the divine masculine? Yeah. It. So the first one we have here is the Magician. Yeah, exactly. And I love how the hand is there, right? How I said letting go. And yeah, so she's letting go of the outcome and really is holding in her hands what she can control, right? So what she can control is everything regarding her own life, anything in her vicinity. She has no power, quote unquote, technically over the masculine, right? Like she cannot really influence him. So she's just realizing, I have to let it go, and he has to do him, I have to do myself, and I am taking care of everything that I can control. Everything else outside of my control, I'm letting that go, giving it to God. That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm giving it to God. Yeah, and we have this beautiful strength card, right? So yeah, I feel like she's really stepping into her divine power and knowing her self-worth, right? She's really starting to see that even if this twin flame journey might not work out that she hoped for, she is still a beautiful, powerful being, right? Even if she's just half of her soul, if her other half, the divine masculine, is going and does their thing, she still knows she's still whole, right? Because in a spiritual sense, we're always united. So yeah, so she's letting go of like the 3D physicality thing of like having to have it all in 3D, and just, yeah, seeing what life brings, you know, by letting go, like just being open and open for new possibilities, right? And then we have the Hermit. Yeah, so I mean, she is alone, but what I'm really getting from this is like opportunities are coming her way, right? Everything is coming her way. Now that she's letting go and stops holding on to the outcome of things, more new things can come her way, right? And her fishing is like her fishing for new opportunities, you know, like, so she's like, yeah, I might be alone right now, but as long as I stand in my power, I know good things will come my way. And we have Page of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this is like, again, being comfortable in the solitude, right? Like really that self-love, and I am just gonna do me. And I feel like this is really her talking to herself, her inner self, really that strength that she's building up within her own soul, her own divinity, and really becoming the queen without having to have a king, right? So, or being the empress, right? Really standing in her empress power. And I'm really getting like this, taking a break from everything, you know, kind of almost like a coffee break, taking a bubble bath, just standing in her own power. Yeah, really relaxed about the whole situation now. I feel like before she was like holding on, maybe even been the runner, the chaser, really, right? Chasing the masculine. And now I feel like she's sitting back, relaxing, and knowing everything will come her way in divine timing. If it's a masculine or not, right? It might just be a soulmate or a new career opportunity, business adventures. And then we have the Five of Swords. Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like this is like her walking away from the masculine, right? He is fading into the shadows, and she is like, I feel like with half of her face covered, I feel like there is some sadness there. She might be sad about having to let him go, but how fragmented and broken he is, right? She knows now is not the right time. And I feel like she knows when the right time comes for the masculine, he will come forward. The timing might not be right for the feminine at that point anymore. The timing will tell. We'll have to wait and see. But for some of you, you might just be stepping back and doing you and not really even caring about wanting a new relationship, and maybe even be relaxed about the journey and the timelines, and just, yeah, he can take how long he wants. You know, I'm really happy within myself. I'm happy with the life that I'm leading. And if he comes, that will be the cherry, the icing on the cake, right? The cherry on top. And if he doesn't, I know I will be fine regardless, right? Okay, let's use the language of flowers and see what we can find out from the flowers. Okay, the Divine Feminine. What else can we find out about your current situation? How do you feel about the masculine? Where do you stand? A lot of cards on it to come out. Okay, let's see. We have tuberose, desire. Be certain of where you place your passion. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's the letting go, right? So she might have put all of her desire, her passion into the outcome of wanting to unite with the masculine. But now she's like, no, maybe I should put my energy and my passion towards a passion project, a business, my family, you know, maybe even a garden, like planting some flowers. So yeah, making the home beautiful and cozy for herself. Heart's ease, compassion. Tread a little more tenderly. Yeah, and I feel like this is exactly, she's saying, I am treating myself more tenderly. I am putting myself as number one, right? Maybe before she put her masculine kind of number one and really was just obsessing about him, I'm getting, right? And now she's like, no, you know what? why waste that energy on the divine masculine if he's not ready to come home? I might as well just take more care of myself instead. And then we have sunflower, assertiveness. Rise up, stand strong and true. Yeah, I feel like this is exactly the energy that the divine feminine is in right now. And then we have everlasting daisy, fortitude, be brave and dig deep. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. She's like, I feel like I'm just getting this contentness and this happiness, right? Like just very content right now. And geranium virility, shake it up a little. You've got this. Exactly. Yeah, divine feminines. Yeah, don't let your little flower head hang low, right? Like definitely just explore what's out there. Take care of yourself first, right? Get your nails done, get your hair done, take a bath, treat yourself, you know, buy yourself something nice. Just love yourself. Just give yourself all the love that you might want to give to your masculine. Give it to yourself, right? Okay. Let's see what else we can find. Oh yeah, it's from this beautiful deck. Okay, divine feminine, what can we find? Oh, that went straight out. Okay. We have number 1, abundance. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like she's making herself her priority, right? And really taking care of herself. And I feel like the universe is like kind of like congratulating the feminine, like, yeah, that's exactly what you should do, and I will show you with abundance coming your way. And it doesn't have to be necessarily financial abundance, but abundance in like happiness and yeah, even maybe a new relationship, right? Like a new love coming in, like anything that will really fulfill the feminine and make her happy. I feel like her standing in her power will attract, like we had with those ship coming over, right? Like she's fishing for her own happiness now. So all of that, I feel like this is with the abundance, right? Things will come towards her now that she's releasing what was holding her back. Then we have reproach, 25, number 7. I don't really know what reproach means. Yeah, I'm German, so but let's go by the image. Yeah, I feel like with the image, you know how the snakes, I feel like there are 2 snakes. I feel like it's the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So there still might be a lot of you who are hoping you will come into union eventually, and that's okay, right? But yeah, I feel like the message is really that it's okay to have that hope, and hopefully even you will come together in the future, but just to not just sit there and be sad, right? I feel like that's the message. Yeah, karmic relationship. So yeah, so this might be actually 2 ways. So right, you might know that your partner is in a karmic relationship, and that's why you are letting go, right? You're like, okay, he still has a lot of things to work out. It could take years, who knows? And so that's why I'm going to do me, and I'm not just going to sit on the sidelines any longer. And I might even look for a soulmate, right? Yeah, this could also be you uniting with a soulmate since they're still stuck in a karmic cycle. But I feel like it's also some of you, the divine feminines, who might still be stuck in a karmic relationship. And with all of the positivity cards and the taking care of yourself and really focusing on yourself, I feel like it's a message that if you are still stuck in a karmic relationship, regardless if you come together with your twin or not, I feel like it's still time for you to let that go, right? Source keeps telling us it's time to let go of the things that don't serve us any longer. And if you do for a fact know it is a karmic relationship, it's definitely time for you to release that, right? And then really take all of that energy, that strength that lies within you, and take care of yourself. Make yourself number 1 priority, right? And happiness and abundance will come your way if you just make yourself number 1. Okay, that's it. The only thing we'll have left, I wanted to bring in a message from the universe for the Divine Feminine. See what the universe has to say. To the Divine Feminine. Okay, dear Source, what would you like the Divine Feminines to know at this time? 2 cards. So Source says, when I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Yes, okay. So yes, Source wants you to really focus on you, right? Your inner light. Let your light shine bright. Let your light out. And see the world through the lens of love. Exactly, because there's so much love in the world, right? Not just the love that you have for your Divine Masculine, the love for your children, the love for your families, even your soul family, right? Family can be non-blood related, right? So yeah, maybe going out and connecting with soul family, yeah, finding a hobby, something that gives you passion and that sparks the love and joy inside of you. Yeah, definitely go focus on yourself right now. And obstacles are detours in the right direction. Yeah, exactly. And I feel like that's what the feminine is realizing. She's like, okay, it is what it is, you know, with the right divine timing, things will fall into place. I no longer just have to sit here and wait. Everything will unfold eventually in front of me without having to force anything or holding on to anything or begging, crying, being sad about something. Yeah, that's the reading today for the Divine Feminine to the Divine Masculine. If you, if the video resonated, please like and subscribe, follow for more, and then I'll talk to you all soon.